What happens when one of the best in class anything gets tripled in overall effectiveness in whatever scenario it may be? Because that's essentially what we're going to be doing in this video, taking one of the best weapons, the Hellwalker, and running it through a showcase at level 60, because the damage is nearly tripled just on the card in general. But now we also have better gear and a new Vault Hunter who can really take advantage of the power of this weapon by never having to reload it. And right now, at the time of recording this video, there's about 20 hours left of the big Encore at the old Scrape Ripper drill site, which is the boss that actually drops this shotgun if you do want to farm it. And hey, maybe even snipe a good old phosphine. I still need to do that. Remember, the shotgun's legendary perk has a reloading very fast, but not faster than if you can skip it entirely. And it sounds like a guitar riff every time you shoot it, which is just aura. And it just hits really hard. So you're going to see how spicy this weapon really is at level 60. And I'm telling you, it's spicy. Big shout out to the channel members that go that extra mile to support the channel each and every single month. Pikachu, KJ, Perplexity, and the Homie General. Much love you guys. Big shout out to the channel members. That being said, fellas, it's time to go be a true soothsayer. Welcome in, my glorious Globetrotters. Today we have the first of the level 60 showcases. Okay, well, I mean, for the older weapons, none DLC related in this video, because we're going over this absolutely glorious generational shotgun that was a menace in Borderlands 3, and it is also a menace in Borderlands 4. This is the level 60 Hellwalker showcase that we have today for you guys. We're going to be doing it none other than on cash with the same build that we have been doing for a few showcases now, because like for doing any gun showcases on cash, this build seems to just be like the best like setup for it, mainly because it allows us to shoot these weapons without having to reload. And let me tell you, shooting a double barrel shotgun for very long stretches of time without having to reload is very nice. We've used this setup to showcase the Crazed Earl Pearl, the Scoot and Shoot, and where is our, yeah, this bad boy right here, the Cyclone. So we've used this build for the past like 4 or 5 days at this point, and it's really good for any gun showcases. Now, I'll be honest, my Jacobs like enhancements, they're not as good as I initially thought. Like, I have some scatter shots and some blind boxes, but outside of the 40% actual perk on one of them, it's not really looking that hot. So like low key, I'm rocking with this one because it has its passives are just really nice. We have damage, crit damage, and reload speed. Although reload speed, like I just said on this setup, isn't really that needed. However, I'm still going to 1,000,000% take and enjoy that 50% gun crit damage and gun damage. Specializations, by the way, yeah, none. For the sake of the video, we're not going to put any into the Brood, okay? That, and I don't feel like using 1500 Iridium when most of the time in cash builds, we like to rock with the Daredevil setup, okay? So with that being said, here is the green tree, and then here is the red tree. I've gone over like what the core of this setup really is, but it's mainly War Wagon and Nothing Beats Lead. These two are really good and getting you to not have to reload so long as you have these two, because the thing is, you can have rock a war just War Wagon and not rock this, but the thing is, you need to have kinetic damage to proc War Wagon. So that's why you run Nothing Beats Lead with just any weapon. It'll then proc War Wagon, which is really awesome, because I've done some cameo showcasing of what the Hellwalker can do on this setup, but like this video, it's all for it. It will allow you to dump all of your reserves, which is what, you know what, dude, here, for the sake of the video, I'm going to now dump all of these reserves without reloading them, just to show you exactly what I mean and how awesome this can be, because traditionally you're not firing a Hellwalker like this whatsoever. But with this setup, we're able to. It's stronger than ever due to it being 10. Oh, wait, what? Why am I reloading? It's fine. Regardless, most of the time, you're not going to have to reload it. Dumping this weapon's entire reserves actually does yield you some pretty good DPS and overall damage, which is very nice. And then for the rest of the setup, once again, we're not going to be using the, where's the thingy-mabobber, the gamer class mod, because we all know that the gamer is a little bit busted, giving you free bleed, especially if you have one with 5 into Tindered Hearts for extra crit damage. It's a little bit insane. Instead of that, we're going to be just rocking the Wind Rider here. We have extra damage on its passives, and once again, It's really nice that this class item does actually give you or it can spec skill points into Dealer's Bluff, which means we get access to this skill without ever having to actually spec that deep into the blue tree, because all we're using in the blue tree, obviously, as you can see, is just the 1 point of alchemy. But Dealer's Bluff is actually really good. Whenever we gain a stack of fortune, we restore our action skill cooldown. We are going to gain plenty of stacks of fortune. So overall, it just nets some nice synergy, really nice stuff. As you can see, we have Deadeye firmware 3 out of 3, done crit damage, and then we have stacking crit damage. Overall, dude, it's just good stuff. It's good stuff. We're here for it. We like it. I do have the kill spring still. My favorite rep kit, solely because I don't have too many instances where like I'm finding that I need the triple bypass with caffeine, at least on cash, too often. So as a default, just for the good survivability, I just rock this kill spring. Light blood on it is once again a mistake that I have made back at launch, and I've been rocking with it. I haven't gone out of my way to farm a new kill springs because like there's so many other priorities to get at level 60 especially when it comes to weapons. You don't need to farm a level 50 rep kit or level 60, because what's it going to do? It's just going to boost the effectiveness of the healing. And if you're relying on the actual healing as your main source of staying alive and survivability on your build, that's a problem. Regardless, rep kits are generally treated as just a stat stick or a utility, not actually the healing effect that they give, right? But with that being said, fellas, I'm pretty sure we've gone over the basics. Siphon Watts Render does go hard. We are doing kinetic, shock, and fire damage on this setup, on this loadout, and it's going to be really, really fun. We're going to have some good shotgunning going about it. We will be needing a good amount of our ammo, and we will be dumping through it as well. But with that being said, fellas, let's go ahead, have some fun with the King Walker now at level 60. I guess one thing I will show is its like difference in its level 50 counterpart. So the level 60 one, 22,285, that's what this specific one dropped at, which is insane. 3,100 times 10 in its per shot is ridiculous. And I know I still have my level 51 here. Let me just go find it for you real quick, because you will be surprised just how high the damage is. Because one thing that I noticed is that they really went high and away with the level cap increase this go around, which I'm here for. Like Loki, I was expecting maybe like 10. As you can see, the damage is nearly tripled, which is ridiculous. Really good, and definitely a weapon you want to get at level 60. It's going to destroy, especially on cash, and I'm going to show you now. Now, we're going to mix it up here. We're going to start things over at an Ordonite Processor. There's just a good amount of mobs over in this area. Although, against Ordonite enemies, I don't really know how effective the Hellwalker will be against enemies like that. But, I mean, it's fine. We'll rock it out. We'll do our best here, okay? I will say, against some bosses, it should be relatively impressive. Not, like, anything insane, but it should definitely be pretty nice, to say the least, right? Where'd that thing go? Boom turret. Now, I do want to apologize to you guys, because I said I was going to have this video out last night. That was still, like, my initial plan, but later last night, dude, around like 10 p.m., I just started having like my head just started throbbing like badly. And I was like, okay, let me at least try and like get some rest. Maybe I could take a little power nap and record it, even if it is the demon hours and like 3 or 5 in the morning. But throughout the entirety of last night, dude, I was not like, I don't know if I was hot flashes is the term, but I kept waking up every hour or 90 minutes or so, tossing and turning. My head was still hurting, and I was like very hot. So I'm like, okay, does the thermostat, like, did someone change it, mess with it or something? So I went to go look at it. Bro, it was 68. Like, I thought the thermostat may have been set to 75 or something like that. Bro, it was 68. So I was like, wait, what? It's not even... Why am I so freaking hot? Why is my head hurting? And why can't I get any good sleep? So, I don't know, dude. Something was just off. Even into, like, this morning, my head was still throbbing. But, like, I took some Advil, whatever, to try and just, like, neutralize that. So I can get started with the day and at least get this video out. But yeah, man, if you guys did enjoy the shoot and scoot video last night or yesterday, you know, I'm glad to hear that. Much love, because I was supposed to get this video out last night, and I kind of feel bad that I let you guys down in that regard. But like, I like to consider myself pretty damn like, I generally don't feel like I don't get like woozy, or I'm generally like a pretty healthy guy, you know what I mean? Like I'm a person who doesn't even get that sick hardly ever, and I'm pretty like pain tolerant as well. I mean, I played a lot. I played 10 years of football growing up. I played, you know, did track. I did MMA, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and soccer. So like, I'm pretty, at least physical pain. Like I'm pretty tolerant towards it. But like, dude, I don't know. Like, it felt like just opening my eyes and like trying to focus on a task last night. It was just not going, dude. Like, I don't know what it was. I never like suffered any crazy like head injuries or concussions throughout my time playing sports. I mean, obviously I've got my bell rung a few times, but I mean, who hasn't? But it's still like I've never even had like a super serious concussion. So it's not like I'm not suffering any brain damage from my football days years later. You know what I mean? I didn't. It's like, you know, some NFL players, like years after they retire, they really start to develop symptoms of CTE and whatnot, just from all the shots to the head and everything like that. AB being a prime example. That like, I never received headshots like that. Did I not pick up the? Oh, I thought I would have for sure picked up enough of the things by now, but oh well. Regardless, I apologize for getting this video out a little bit later. Let's go ahead and move on over to a vault. And we'll keep it moving. Low key, we've done Inceptus and Origo. We'll do Radix. We'll go head over to Radix's Vault, methinks. Why not, dude? Ain't nothing wrong with heading over to Radix's Vault. Pay him a little visit on the good old UVHM 6 difficulty with... You know, I might just run through 2 vaults, low key, dude. I might just rip 2 vaults. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that the weapon we will showcase after this, the level 60 wise, probably be a Hot Slugger, just because the Hot Slugger is... It's always been a really good weapon, but with Cash being in the game now, it's an even like more sought, more used weapon, just because of the sheer synergies and how it's synergies with Cash, and then it being such a strong weapon as it is, it's like makes perfect sense to be the next one to showcase. It was honestly between the Hellwalker and the Hot Slugger, which one of these videos I did first, and the reason I chose the the Hellwalker first for this is because I have a lot of fun with this weapon, because you can spam this thing at a healthy target, right? The Hot Slugger you slightly can't, just because it's a projectile, right? So like, I'm still gonna have to reload it rather than just bing 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 bing. Like, you can still bing 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 with it, but most of the time, because it actually has projectile speed because it's a slug, it's not as fluid as a hit scan weapon like the Hellwalker is. So you can fire this thing quite literally all of its reserves without having to reload. Whereas the Hot Slugger, just because it has projectile speed, you're still going to have quite instances where you reload, or you're going through the reload animation and then it like procs then, and then it's reloaded, but you're still going through the animation. It's just finicky. It's just a little bit finicky. And in terms of firing, just bang, 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 the Hellwalker does it better than the Hot Slugger. So that's why I wanted to showcase this bad boy first. It's also really disgusting and super fun, as we know. The Hellwalker was one of my favorite shotguns in Borderlands 3. And since this game doesn't have any like super high pellet epic shotguns like the Stagecoach from Borderlands 3, this is kind of like the best weapon, and I don't want to say only weapon, but like main weapon of this sort of format, high pellet count, high damage shotguns, Jacob shotguns. I guess Ripper shotguns in this game are just super disgusting, right? But there's no Stagecoaches in this game, so the Hellwalker kind of has to carry that legacy on, honestly, by its lonesome. You know, I wouldn't mind if this game in the future got a legendary Stagecoach. I wouldn't mind that. Super pellets, bro. Because for those of y'all that didn't play Borderlands 3, or if you guys did play a lot of it and you never got your hands on a max pellet Stagecoach, essentially it was an epic shotgun that could roll up to 25 pellets per shot. which on like Gorillas in the Mist Fadeaway Flak was so awesome. So much freaking fun. The only thing is that it it took a lot of RNG beating to get. Like, getting a good max pellet stagecoach with a good anointment, especially before you could re-roll with Uridium. Like, getting a max pellet stagecoach with a consecutive hits anointment to match with your Pearl back then, bro, was so rare. That and the one-shotter shields. The one-shotter shields in Borderlands 3, those things felt like truly rare. Those things were so rare that your best bet to farm one-shotter shields was just check vending machines around the planets. Deadass, dude. Eden 6. Hop all the way over around there. Pandora, all over there. Prometheus, the 3 or so. Athena's, my fault. I don't know Prometheus, bro. Maybe check the 5 or so vending machines there, because oh man, those things were just so rare. Also, did y'all see how quickly we just demolished these enemies and those vile enemies with this shotgun? I mean, truly just suffocating. When us getting these weapons at such a stronger power level now, while the enemies didn't get any stronger because they're still just at UVHM 6, it's honestly kind of hilarious, because it just got so much stronger than the game, and there's nothing that the enemies can really do to combat that other than just sit back, eat it, and face how awesome we are with our newfound power. Now, granted, I would imagine with the next time we get a raid boss or the takedown is when we'll probably get the like UVHM 7. Honestly, I do hope at some point that this game does go to UVHM 10, because, or 11. I don't know about y'all, but in Mayhem mode, I don't know why I'm wasting so much time throwing those. In UVHM, in Borderlands 3, when we got the Mayhem 2.0 update and we hit Mayhem 10 for the first time, the enemies were like 10,000% stronger than they were at base. The cool thing was, though, is... Okay, well, hold on. Before I can go that far... When Mayhem 10 first dropped, there was so much, I would call, obnoxiousness with it in terms of the modifiers. There was so many silly modifiers when Mayhem 2.0 first dropped on Mayhem 10 that a part of the gameplay loop when you were farming was refreshing the instance for good modifiers, or like toggling the Mayhem mode level at Sanctuary 3 just to get decent modifiers. Like, there was ones where we could only do crit damage, enemies that took like 75% less crit damage, like, and then the Death Skull modifier, bro. I remember that one. There would be a chance where anytime you defeated an enemy that a skull would pop up, and it would be it remind you of the Bloody Harvest event, but it was a Death Skull, so it was like black and had horns. Why did I just go here? I meant to go to the Origo Vault. My fault. I'm gonna keep yapping though. But there was just a lot of RNG and just getting good modifiers before you would even go begin your actual farming endeavors for whatever it may be that specific day. And I was someone who was definitely annoyed by them, especially, what was it? Cryo Buddy. Like, every enemy had it was like a little cryo turret. I can't remember exactly how it works. It's been so long since I've played it, but essentially there was this little cryosphere that was either with the enemy, or it spawned after you defeated the enemy, and it was so annoying, slowing you down. And I remember it used to get on my nerves so much. I was just like, bro, I'm trying to showcase my weapon here. I remember it happened to me a lot on the Malawan takedown bridge, bro. I'd just be like, dude, this is so obnoxious. Eventually, they added Mayhem 11, which was Mayhem 10's difficulty in terms of like the percentage increases, but just none of the silly modifiers. And I love that. I love that. What I also love is some juicy takedowns, let me tell you. And whenever we get the takedown later this year, we're going to be all up in there. Probably with this shotgun, because this shotgun absolutely fries. Oh, rare reload. Everybody make sure to count it. Make sure to count the rare reload. Make sure to count the rare reload. The lens? Yeah, dude, absolutely fried. I'll be honest, since this weapon's fire, since we're converting some of it into kinetic damage for War Wagon, it actually helps against those armored enemies, which is low-key pretty heat. Pretty heat. Actually, just a straight-up damage increase against those specific type of enemies. Well, I happily take that. Oh, dude, let me tell you, my Blazing Barrel butte right here, it feels so good. So good. I know I just said Blazing Barrel, you know that is the legendary perk of the Slugger, and this one's the Sue Slayer. But you get my... Oh, no. Speaking of silly modifiers. Oh, did I just ricochet? I did. Oh, this is mad juicy. Wait, well, 3 shots, by the way. Absolutely filthy, filthy weapon. This is a weapon I need to stop playing around with and go get my phosphine of, because, like, as much as I love this gun, I need to get the phosphine for it ASAP. ASAP. Also, you guys know we're going to do a Bloomreaper run here in this video as well. Low-key, Hellwalker's not too shabby against Bloomreaper. Like, because it's a fire weapon and Bloomreaper's primarily, outside of the crystal phase, a red flesh health bar. The fire's going to incinerate the plant, let me tell you. Is it good enough to be a plat run? Maybe. Am I good enough for plat run? Sometimes. Speaking of trying to go for a phosphine Hellwalker, dude, the actual dedicated drop is this week, or, you know, one more day. You know, we're gonna have to hit up that area for a bit, at least in this video. It's 2 on brand, 2 on theme. Let this thing showcase. Dude, imagine we get a live phosphine drop for the boys. You don't say it ain't so now. I don't have ammo. I just realized I didn't pick up any of the ammo. You know, it's fine. It's quite okay. This thing is absolutely disgusting, bro. I love using this weapon. I am a full ammo. This is big. This is big. This is big. Let me tell you, Bloomreaper ain't standing a chance. Now, I will be honest. I did just get back from the pool, as I am someone who's grown up their entire lives around aquatic activities, whether it be water parks or going to the beach. Yo, is this? It's a fire elemental eater. Oh, no. But because we have kinetic damage, see you later, bud. Dude, elemental eaters. Let's talk about a silly modifier. Those guys are a silly modifier. Yeah, that guy got absolutely torched. He just got voted off the island. Yeah, I just got back from the pool. I'll be honest, I didn't hop in the actual pool itself. I mainly just hopped in the hot tub for a little bit. Yeah, you already know your boy does love the hot tub. And I also like seeing my homies, the ducks and the turtles. Shout out to my homies, the ducks and the turtles. It's like the pool's right next to like this little like pond area, so you can see that there's like some wildlife in there, whether it be the ducks, turtles, fish, lizard, you know, whatever it may be. I like to see what's up to them. I like seeing them. Also, yeah, Vault Boss. We'll see you later. We'll see you later, bro. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, whenever you shoot this weapon, it makes a guitar riff sound, which is so freaking cool, dude. Honestly, low-key slept on as part of its legendary perk. Also, if you didn't know, bro, we hit these. This is what we call the distance. We're going over to this Ripper Drill site just because this is the dedicated drop for the Hellwalker. We're going to try and snipe a phosphine in the video. Of course, you know, it's not always guaranteed to happen, but it never hurts to give it a good old college try, as we like to say in the books. And that's what we're going to do. Remember, press Y. You got to use your iridium. Everything costs iridium, everything valuable. We already did run through an Ordonite Processor. Now we're running through this, bro. I'm telling you, they all want my iridium. I will say, one thing I feel like we need in this game is a better way of leveling up solo. You know, if you do have a group, you guys can, you know, all join and have like your own dripper site in the air. Ripper Drill site in the area, or basically you're all like farming an area with a bunch of badasses at the same time, all in your lobby in the same like region, whether it be Fade Fields, Arcadia Burn, Terminus Range, whatever it may be, Dominion, because you're able to all get the XP off of each other. So you're getting XP off of 3 other people, and 4 if you include yourself. Obviously, you need a group for that. So most of the time, people are grinding solo, which myself included, grinding up power leveling a character. Generally, I'm doing it by myself, and the best for that is still Vile bounties. But the thing is that Vile enemies can be a little bit, I don't know how we say, silly. Like in Borderlands 3, I very much so having the ability to farm just the junk scrap trap from DLC 1. Those guys were so convenient in terms of actually farming fast level XP whenever there was like a level cap increase. It was actually very fast to get to the new max level cap in that game, just because he was like, you wouldn't even be there for more than an hour. Where's our oh, here's our bro. You gonna drop us the Hellwalker, my man skis? Oh, I had to reload. Drop us. Oh, it's a little bit rude. Oh, Lucian's flank. We'll run that back for the Vine, for the boys. Okay, yeah, shout out to you if you were alive when Vine was out. I was in like, what, 7th grade when Vine first hit the scene? Yeah, let me tell you, that was like TikTok pre-TikTok. Dude, I remember that. Dude. That was what people were talking about a lot at the lunch tables. At least for me back then. I don't know about y'all, but I imagine a good chunk of y'all are same age as me and growing up in the same era, bro. You can't tell me you don't remember Vine. Oh, man. Anyways, my Hellwalker doesn't remember Vine. So rudely interrupted. They hit me with that second wind. I am going to pull a phosphine right here. I'm telling you. Call your shot like Babe Ruth. So I'm nowhere close to Babe Ruth. I'll be honest, that was one sport I was never good at. It was baseball. That's something that I was never that good at. I was good at kickball. Dodgeball. But baseball? Basketball? No, bro. I could play some defense on basketball. I'm not a shooter, though, bro. Not a shooter, bro. I'm not a shooter. It's just not who I am, man. Oh. Drop it. Drop it, boy. Enemy boss. Don't make me go to Bloomreaper empty-handed. Wow. Alright, I'm going to Bloomreaper empty-handed. Now, I'm doing the math here, because we did, what, 2 vaults, and we did the run of the drill site twice for the live portion of the oh, and we did the Ordonite Processor. That's right, yo. So, okay, so we're kind of up there. We're kind of up there doing our thing. And, of course, each showcase for gotta run through Bloomreaper. We gotta run through Bloomreaper, right? Because otherwise, it's just not fully done. In the post Bloomreaper showcase era, this is what we do on UVHM6, ideally with a good build. This is what I used to do all the time in Borderlands 3, except we had a takedown in that game, and luckily we've already been confirmed to get a takedown for this game, which is just something I can't wait. I really genuinely can't wait. Takedowns are so awesome. I literally ran through the Malawan takedown over 1,000 times just for videos. Not to mention all the other times I ran it on stream back in the day or in my own time, just testing out other stuff off camera, off stream. Literally, I would say it's like my favorite piece of Borderlands content all time. It's so peak. Genuinely peak. Also, this guy, yeah, he can't hold a finger to us. We're too goated. I feel like Cash, bro, really just has the Hellwalker in a different class. Like, it was so good already on like Harlow. I feel like the Hellwalker might even be better on Cash, because Cash is just so good, and this weapon itself at level 60 is 3 times dang near stronger than it was at level 50. Obviously, this is how it kind of goes with level caps. Okay, yeah, there's not many more. We're gonna just rush on over to the boss here. Old Bloomreaper itself. This guy, this plant, this oversized plant with the I-beam. We're gonna show him who's boss. Our shotgun versus this oversized plant. And hey, if I'm feeling frisky, I might run it back against this clown, because I'm low-key trying to get a level 60 mantra. I'm actually trying to get my first mantra. I never got a mantra to drop, dude. Like, what? I need the mantra. I need the mantra. I need it. It's gonna drop for me. I'm telling you. Come here. Come here, you darn plant. Alright, Crystal Phase. Bring it on. How many Hellwalkers does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world will never know. But I will know. I will know that my Hellwalker is this. Dude, this thing is so awesome. Where's the other crit? Oh, there it is. Where I'm gonna say, where's it at, dude? Is it hiding from me? It's hiding from the goat? This thing on my face. Yeah, whenever it starts to do the vomit, that's when you want to jump off. Get off me, boy. Yeah, puke. Puke. There we go. So now we get off because he puts the spikes. And then, okay. Ideally, I just kind of get right to his face. And we just freaking face tank everything. I do want to have my totems up because they really help out with good damage. I don't trust this guy anymore, dude. Because I used to. And then one time he was just sitting in the fog, collapsed. I'm generally used to this guy trying to, like, mess me up. Yeah, nah. I was prepared this time, you rat. I was prepared, you rat. I was prepared, you rat. Yeah, of course this thing's good enough to get a plat, because I was prepared. Alright, I think that was actually a very good demonstration of the Hellwalker versus Bloomreaper. Because the shotgun is so freaking awesome. Look at all that loot we got. Oh, what? No legendary enhancements? But you always get a Rainmaker. Anyways, fellas, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Do consider subscribing if you enjoyed. And I'll see you face in that next one. So, adios.